Anyone? Just type one. Today means I will be a bit interactive, right? So if you answer it, then will be good, right? Then I can guide you. Otherwise, impossible. All right. Resume building, in which basic thing required that I will show you on screen. This is minimum thing. Format you can use like what is also giving many format, right? So if possible, I'll show on screen also, right? But basically, hope so you can see this thing, right? This is the basic resume is there, right? So if you look at here, if I just increase the size, you start with objective, right? So what is your objective when you join any company? Make sure that it's objective. You should match the company's objective, not require exactly match it, but something what you want to do that should be like this is the main area on which company will deal. Like your personal interview will be there. They can ask many questions based on this, right? Then comes academics, right? Academic profile of B, HSC. Just go in the descending order, right? So whatever may be your B, like computer science or any other line you are, right, with the percentage or CGPA what you are getting. Then go with technical skills, whatever you are having. Make sure that you show only those technical skills which you are good at. Don't put all the line of all the things that you know, right? Because in technical interview, they'll ask question from this side, from your technical skills, right? In few semester or in a semester break, if you've done any projects, make sure that you are having project profiles, right? And these projects are very crucial because once again in personal interview they'll ask such questions. Then comes, right, any other training that you have done or any other courses you have got, whose certificate you are having that you write on. Don't mention any course you do not have certificate of it. So make sure that any certificate course you have done, you make a course or any other training program that you have participated. Which software you are good at, that make a list of if you are right. Then next comes personal skills. Like here it that is your strength is that like quick learner, hardworking, ability to deal with the people diplomatically. What may be your personal skills are there that you should put in. Achievements and extracurricular activities are there. Right. If you've done anything extra, like you participate in any competition anywhere, right? Which should be at the state level or even at the university level, you can put it over here. Clear? That is very good. And then your personal profiles are there, in which you have to write your nationality, gender, right? All those things. Your hobbies inside that. So this is all about basic structure, right? So this structure is available on internet. Anytime you can go through it, no issue is there. Now, what today I'll discuss about that, that it is means how to write resume like objective. So don't write such objective which even you don't know. Means sometimes students in hurry copy their objectives. So whenever we take the personal interview, we ask the question, what's your objective? They are telling something else, objective written in the resume something else. So which is very, 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 very like bad. Means make sure that there is a point from where that personal interviewer or the company's person is thinking that at least you cannot spend time on making the right resume. That means it is considered very much negative points in your personal interview. Your resume will direct your personal interview. So this is the first thing of your objective, right? Second thing about your studies, right? In studies, suppose they may ask some questions if you have got some poor result in some area, right? This is the main question what they're asking about. That why you got less marks in this semester or something like that, right? So what might be your answer? Anyone? If you're getting less marks, then what might be your answer? This time I want that you be a bit interactive. Hope so you can, right, unmute yourself and you can answer this question. Anyone? Suppose you got less marks in any semester, how will you justify it? This will be definitely asked. So somebody like to answer this question. How will you justify your answer? Anybody here got less marks in any semester? Anyone? Okay, so Miss, according to me, go with your right reason for it, right? Suppose you are not good at that subject, particular semester, you can tell like that, right? Don't most of the times, right? Uh, this time you got very good marks, suppose due to some other reason, right? But sometime happen that suppose one of the subjects you don't like and you do not score good at that. So frankly tell them that I was not comfortable with that subject. Use very polite language, right? And then you tell them this was the reason that I was not good at that subject. And that's why this is the reason. Right? Or might be some family issues where that you may do not miss, you might not go in detail, but you may say something related to that. That was the issue. Because once in a while, if you're getting less marks and then you once again come back with the good marks, that's good. They will never doubt on what happened. But make sure that you speak it truly. Don't make stories up, right? That is the second thing. Third thing, right? Your technical interviews. So whatever you write in your projects and your technical skills, right? They directly ask questions from your subject, which are very, very important. Most of the times, identify the company which are coming in. Actually, they are working on which different platforms. And if your skills are matching one or other platforms, then definitely like to explore that how much depth you are knowing. It is not wrong that if you don't know some of the concepts, but it is very much wrong that if you don't know any answer of any questions related to the subject or even your project. So if you've done project in a group and if you do not know any one part of your project, make sure that you study your project very nicely before PI and you know each and every portion of your project, right? If you're done by yourself, then you're knowing it. But if you're not done by yourself and somebody else is helping you because you 4 or 5 partners are there, so somebody might have taken one part, other part, make sure that you compile it very nicely and go through it. Don't say that I was not part of that portion. My friend is knowing that one. Such kind of answers are not allowed. Right? Means not consider positive answers. So learn your project thoroughly, very thoroughly. So like kind of why you can understand that kind of question they may ask, right? So I'll not go in detail of that one because today in personal interest side, I'll not take technical portion that your teacher might teach you very nicely than me. I'll go with the HR side. So in HR side, I like to tell you that, like suppose after that, most important area, right, of your personal interview is your strength, what you're showing, right? Only those strengths which you are good at, right? Which you are good at. So there are some area like some people are telling that miss I never tell lie or something like that one, or I speak truth, or I'm very honest. There are sometimes the people writing honesty. My strength is honesty, like that one. So they will definitely like to judge you through the different criteria or conditions sometimes. That if you're very good at that one, then they'll give you one case. Whole case you have to analyze. Like one time, one student told me that when in the history of when you go back to the history, then one student was having this kind of the issues, right? That he written that honest, he is very honest. So the statement was asked, or the condition was given that suppose you're working with our company, right? And every Saturday, Sunday, you're going back to your hometown and you're reaching early in the morning, right? Just 1 minute, everyone. All right. So the question was asked to that fellow that you are coming back to your hometown early in the morning and your train reaches the station at roughly around 4 o'clock. Nobody was there on the station at that time, and your brother or the whole town was like it's a small town, so whole town was sleeping. At 4 o'clock, you are coming back with your brother. Your brother has come to pick you up in your car. And when your brother was driving your car, right? It happened that by mistake, right? He hit someone on the road, and that fellow died on the spot. Your brother ran away from that, right? You and your brother came home directly. You didn't go to the police station. And after a day, inquiry came to your house, right? How will you react if the police ask you a question that? So how will you react? So anybody would like to answer this question? Miss, what would be your answer? Will you tell your brother's name because you are honest? Anybody like to answer this question? Chalo, anyone? Anybody like to answer this question? All right. So this is the kind of the question, right? You try to think in, I'll not answer this question. But that fellow was very smart who gave me this question and he just tackled this situation very nicely. Right. So there are a few areas are there which you have to be right, very good at. There might be many such case studies I like to discuss today, but as responses are not there, I don't know what happened, error with this Zoom. So it is not getting switched on from your side. Some issue is there, right? But this was all about that. I just want to talk about that, right? How you have to build your resume and personal. This session might have gone much in detail because I want to listen to from your side what might be your error problems, right? When you're building. But as you are not having any question queries, I cannot continue much more, right? If you have any question and doubts, you ask me right now related to resume. Anyone? Anybody?
सर दूसरे कौन से टाइप के क्वेश्चन
हाँ
दूसरे कौन से टाइप्स के क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं एचआर सेक्शन
एग्जैक्ट तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन नहीं खबर पड़ी थोड़ा क्लाउडली बोलो
सर दूसरे कौन से टाइप्स के क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं एचआर
this is based on your resume only like suppose a person is telling that I'm good at thinking, right? Or I can handle any situation. So in this kind of, when you written any strength, they ask the question based on situations. Like they say that suppose you are traveling in a boat with your, suppose if it's a male, for the male and female, they may change the questions. Suppose you are traveling in a boat with your wife and your mother, right? And crossing the river, you went for some religious purpose over there, and your children were not with you. They were at the with your grandfather at the means hotel only, and you decided your wife and your mother decided to travel through the or cross the river and go on the other side of the temple. And that river was quite big, like Ganga's, right? And happened that at the center, right, there is a hole developed in a boat, right? And that there was a person who was right with sailing the boat. He, as soon as the hole developed, unluckily he just jumped into the water and he just started swimming. So that was your unlucky day because that fellow was not helping you. Now you are left with, you know how to swim, but your mother and your wife doesn't know how to swim. Now you are at the center of the river, so you are knowing very quietly or very nicely that you can save any one out of two. To whom will you save? Because you are very good at decision making. So this is the type of question they may ask. Now, how will you tackle this? Anybody would like to tackle this? If somebody is written like that I am good decision maker, or in any situation, right? People are writing strengths. They just take the strengths from different resume, friends' resume, right? But copying strength will definitely put you in trouble if you're not good at that. So this is the type of question they may ask. So anybody like to answer this? Even some of you, right? Share your strength or weaknesses, what you built in your resume. I like to just cross questions that how you should be ready with that. So anybody like to give any suggestion, anything? So any other questions you are having? Yes, go ahead.
You can cross-check my introduction.
What's what you're written? You can, I'll just allow to share your screen.
First is disabled. Showing.
I've given permission, you can share if you have any.
Screen visible?
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so when you're going with the introduction, that is good one, right? Introduction, introducing yourself, that is very nice. Okay. When you talk about your strength, I'm self-motivated, energetic, disciplined, and I'm kind-hearted person, right? So they will check all these things. How they will check this thing? Whereas you're given this one, Bautik. So have you participated any events? Are you a head of any group or any committees in your college?
Yeah, yes, sir. I am in a group of social activity club, and
Hmm.
I was also part of an NSS group, National Social Scheme.
Okay.
In the,
All right. Then you are self-motivated. So or kind-hearted. So they may ask the question that can you give me one example what you've done? So you thought that you are kind-hearted person like this.
uh, I have arranged the blood camp in our hospital once.
Hmm.
Then I have helped and my group and me. I helped to clean some particular area in Traj village nearby Changa.
Okay. So look, instead of kind-hearted, you change to socially activated, right? Kind-hearted is quite different meaning. When you're passing by the road and when you see some person is lying on the road for many days, for one day you pass through, second day you pass through, then you find out that person is not having any help. So you take that person to the nearest centers or medical, right? And then you just give them or you
That
contact. Ah,
exactly that thing I have done. Actually, from passing from my college to hostel, there was a one guy who was fallen asleep due to drinking. So
hmm.
I lifted him across the road. I kept aside.
Yes, so this that is very good beta. So then you give such example. Don't give that example what you gave me, like arranging a camp. But you can add that when you are socially activated, right? So social work is one of the area that you should take care of. So you please add it that one, right? So it is not wrong when you are good at that one, right? Can you give an example of your self motivation?
So actually, self-motivated means when I took a work from myself that I have to complete it this time. From this time, I will complete it at ending moment. Means कैसे भी करके मैं वो complete कर दूँगा.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Correct. So one of the areas there that is like it is self-motivated, not that, but that is called your discipline that you're working on time. Self-motivated means happen that thing that you are getting many a time means anything your weaknesses are there and you're always winning over your weakness. That is called self-motivated, right? So anything happened like that one that condition was very bad, and you encourage yourself to come out of that, and you did something great.
I the lockdown. I was not doing my work, or I was sleeping and being watching series, and then I stood up and start learning new things.
Okay, so initially you are not that doing work,
I
right?
mean,
Proper.
in the lockdown, I got a bit lazy, but that's why I
So now
stood
look,
up.
that's very good. When you done this thing, when workout, when you are a bit lazy and all those things, so here that will contradict your energetic and discipline approach. Right? This is contradiction. So that example, I wouldn't suggest that you say that. You give something else. Right? Look, everybody, this is very important. When that's why I'm telling that when you share something, I'll tell you that when you write each and everything, make sure that you're ready with the examples of that so that it do not contradict. I don't tell that don't write this or that thing. You write what you want to write inside, but make sure that anything that you write inside will not contradict other thing, right? So you feel so self-motivated, give such an example in which it will not contradict your energetic or disciplined manner or socially activated or kind-hearted, right? That is called self-motivated things. So that you should give as an example, right? And in your hobbies, right, they may ask you questions listening to music. So might be ask your favorite music composer or singer or whatever may be that you get ready with that with your favorite table tennis player, right? About the volleyball player, right? They may ask. So make sure that you know the nowadays legend of all this gaming, like table tennis, volleyball, right? So that you should remember, right? Family background, if required, then give. If they ask, then give. Otherwise, no need to say anything about family background. I personally feel that family background, when they say something, then you ask. Professionally, we do not have to involve our family when we're talking about this side, right? So if they ask you that, can you tell me something about your family? Then you may say that thing. From your talk, they will understand that they require to know about your family and why they will ask about your family. So when they find out that you are the good looking person, you work hard, right? The village that you're coming from, it is not very popular village, right? And your performance is extraordinary, then they definitely like to ask about your family background. That actually, what's your family background, right? So at that time, you tell that what your father, mother is involved with. Are they right homemaker or what they are? So based on that, you give your database, and in that, don't hide anything. Whatever may be there, you tell them. Clear? This will your family background most of the times never affect your PI, but it always enrich your PI, right? All right. Anybody else want to ask any other question that you coming in your mind right now in PI? Which language you should use during personal interview? Anyone? Anybody? Which language you like to use during personal interview? Make sure that most of the times you must be comfortable with English because the good companies which are coming in, right? Like their clientele is not national. Most of the times the clientele is international, and they want somebody who can communicate in English effectively. Your English doesn't require those pronunciation, but you should be able to understand what is the American dialect, right? What is the European dialect, and you should be able to understand those English, right? But you can use your own English. Your dialect should not be like that. But you can speak our Indian English. But definitely, yes, you should be good at that. You practice your PI with your friends in English and tell your best friend to improve anywhere it is required. But make this of 1 or 2 months, right? In between, you can use Hindi. But when you go to the South India, right? Hindi will be very much difficult because South Indian people, most of the time, they do not speak in Hindi. I have been personally through the South India and I'm facing that difficulty too much. That Hindi is not quite good and they often talk with you in English. So at that time, you require to, right, communicate in English effectively. So the company, when they are selecting the candidate, and if they find two, three candidates are eligible and they have place of one, they always come down to this criteria of, right, your communication language. So my personal request to everyone, right, that you communicate, right, but your PI, you keep on practicing with your friends or with yourself loudly in English and try to identify your error. That is one of the required things. So language must be in English, right? If you are in a good company, right? When you're a local company, fine, you can use like Hindi, right? But most of the times, preferable language is English. Even professionally, when you're good at English, right, it gives you impact in your salaries also. So next, anybody, any other doubt? Anything want to ask? Hope so. Format you are knowing very nicely, right? I want that everybody of you prepare this resume. Today, just I've given guideline. You get ready with that one, and once again, let me come back to this session. When you're ready with your resume, I like to judge few of you. If you're ready, then I'll take your personal interview live, so you can understand that what type of the questions are asked normally. But anybody still want to know more? Think about that. Your make sure that your resume, that 2 pages, will guide your whole interview. They'll not ask any question most of the times out of your resume. Your PI is on your resume, right? With for technical things, you right, definitely talk with your college teachers, right? And even ask them to arrange some personal interview for technical purpose, right? Because the technicality should be checked very nicely. What you are doing or giving vivas every year, right, or every semester, that kind of the viva kind of thing would be there. But most of the times, it will be related to your resume, what you've written in the resume. They will not ask any random questions, right? They ask everything what you say, that you are good at C. They ask question from C. If you're good at C++ or you Java, whatever you are good at, they'll ask from that. They'll not ask the from the subject which you not mentioned. They never cross question about that only, that you learn so many subjects, so why you are written only 3 subjects? Because at that time professionally you are going to sell your skills, and your skills are where you are good at. All people cannot be good at all subjects, right? So that's why just write only those subjects in your resume which you are good at. Don't copy all the subjects. Anything anybody would like to ask?
Can you cross-check my resume afterwards?
Share it, I'll cross check. Can you scroll a bit? uh, so can you explain what you written in experience side? mechanical learning intern, I learned a new library named Pandas in Python.
So actually, in Python there are many libraries from which we have movement libraries made by Python. From
Hmm.
which, for example, we have to like take out square root of
Hmm.
something. So we can already there is a inbuilt square root library present in the Python. So there is
Okay.
a library named Python Pandas in which
Okay.
Pandas is uh, used to analyze the data, so analyze your data. So
Okay.
I learned that
All
difference.
right. So one thing I like just improve that you remove I from everywhere. Like not from profile, but from your experience side. Let's read right only. Learn a new library, learn how to take a sample database for model, and learn how to train, right? So that you just take care. I you remove, right? Beta? That doesn't look good. And in last also, if you go to the next portion of this page only, last portion,
So 2 minutes.
no issue.
Here learn to
Learn, learn, read on learn. ED, learn. Learn, LEARN, learn. When you go with this university project over there, right? I have used, so remove that. Used, I have you remove. Start with used. Right? So hope so that this is technically side, which I am not good at on technical side because I am not from your field, but make sure that whatever you're written on this project side, that data you know very nicely, data in terms of how you're built up, and they might cross question a lot on that, right? So they like to make you understand, make us understand the project and all, right? Otherwise, things are going looking good, right? You have okay, fine. Is your miss resume building right now? So it's fine, but are you asked to put on your marks from your coordinator that percentages, or they told it's okay because you're not written anywhere your percentage or CGPI?
बोला नहीं है रिज्यूमे बिल्ड करना भी सिखाया नहीं है.
Achha, no issue. You are having already templates because this resume is then what you written right now. It's good one. But as you're not mentioning percentage, so this is the resume of experienced person. So they are always writing experience first, what you're written right now, right? So on internet, you go through many resume. You write down resume for the freshers. You'll get many database. Even Windows also giving, hope so. Microsoft Word is also giving you resume. Predefined.
I have taken this template from the world.
Fine. So this one is then what you're given that one. That is for the already somebody is working in a company and he want to right jump or want to switch the company at that time resume what they're producing, that resume is that this one in which percentage is not required. But right now you consult your teacher once, coordinators, right? I feel so they ask your percentage or CGPA. So in education side, you just make it because experience right now, right? Is yes, experience you may have, but right now as you are considered freshers, so that column will come later on in terms of experience. Clear? So everybody, I request you that you consult once your coordinator about that one. So there must be placement here, right? And if he's telling fine, then fine, because up to now I was knowing that it is not like that. Miss, for the freshers, you have to write the right percentage because it is important. And experience you go down after your right. I'll if you just stop sharing screen, so I'll show you that one what I've just got it. That is very good one is that, but then also you can change for it. I'll show you one, right? which you can. You can build your own structure also. I'll show you once. You just sorry, share screen if you want to. 1 minute. Hope you can see this. Right, one. Right. And you can see objectives. That one. Objective is important. Everybody has to write that. Academic profile, technical skills, project profiles, right? Uh, Next page you are having course and training, software proficiency, personal skills, achievements, and whatever may be. Right. In this training, you can write all those training and what you've done for them. Right, and achievement. So this is, I hope so, good format is there. And like at last you are in some declaration, right? That you write the declaration, what you have written, that is right. Right. So this is, I hope so. This is available on internet. When you search it, you'll get it. Here, so this is very popular for freshers. Then you use that one once you just read the companies. Hope so clear about it.
Yes.
Sir, can I share my resume?
Sure, better.
Sir, screen is visible.
I can see that one. All right. Experience. Right. Projects. Okay, good. Education. In education, once again, I like to tell that you add your CGPA, whatever may be last one, right?
Sir, I have added.
Okay, I cannot see. Sorry.
Sir,
okay, yes. All right. How you added? That's good. That's good. This is good one. Nice question. Now I'll read things, then I'll tell you. Huh? This overall format is nice. New type of format is there, but good format is there. They may ask one question,
yes, sir.
Kush, that you get ready that why you score very less in 12th standard.
Actually, sir, I prepared that time for JEE also, sir. So that, sir.
So then they ask the question that if you're prepared for JEE, then why you not score good in JEE?
Yes, sir.
Right? No issue in that one. How to answer that question, I'll tell you that. You should say that during 12th standard, 11th, when I got in 11th, 12th, people started talking about JEE and all that. So I started preparing for that exams without knowing my skills. So when I came to the 12th, I got confused that where to prioritize things. And both things were going parallel and in pressure. So I was not able to cope with anyone and I was indecisive. And when I'm getting indecisive, means I get some kind of the bad result, which I just, when I get concentrated in my BTech, you can see the result. And in even 10th, you can see. So that was the time for 2 years, which I was confused to prioritize things.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because there were, at that time I was small, means younger one means, and that time pressure was from every side, from parent side, from teacher side. So I was not able to cope up. You can give like this answer, right?
Yes,
no issue getting less marks. Remember everybody, it is not crime to get less marks. Just judge it very properly that why happened like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That games and everything what you written, the smart voice assistant, snake games, get ready the questions from that side, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. That in written achievements written in that what you written workshop on advanced Microsoft Word in association with the department. So this is your achievement. Think about this. Achievements where you get some medals or some accolades.
Okay,
that's why here you write down that workshops attended
and trainings, etc.
Right? So achievements, you keep in achievements. Look, you written in your strength first problem solver. They'll give you a problem. Get ready.
Okay.
Even quick learner, they can ask you something very fast, right? Innovator. So you ask the question that what you innovated. What is innovation over there? They get ready with all things what you know about why you say yourself innovator, what you invented.
Yes, sir.
Right? and your communication skill, your written communication skill. So make sure that you are able to, right now you are talking with me very clearly, but communication doesn't involve only speaking area. Communication involves the, like the way you write the program. In programming, even you should have sections.
Yeah,
Every
sir.
section is having clear markation.
Yeah.
That is known as communication. So like when you are here written achievement, but which was not achievement, so there is error in communication. That is called.
Yes,
So
sir.
make sure that your communication, all three means aspects should be all, like your speaking, right? Your writing, reading, and listening. All these skills should be very good.
Yeah, sir.
So that you take care of that one. Like in a quick learner side also, I feel so they'll ask good question, good quality questions, right? And
Yes, sir.
and problem solving is, so then they will give you a problem. They pose a very good problem in front of you,
Okay.
right? So get ready for those. Don't get nervous when they ask the questions, right? Go to your strength and talk
Okay,
about
sir.
that. Okay, fine. This look nice.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? So if you next time get everybody ready with your like that one. Few PI I like to take next time. Get ready with your resume. I'll announce one session. I think next Sunday we'll do in the morning if possible, or Saturday, like in which I'll take personal interviews. Okay, everyone? Right. So please build up everybody your resume. So today we'll do up to here only. Like today much not is there, right? So if you have any other questions related to that one, that you tell me. I give you just very clear picture that how to do things. But make sure that your resume is your PI. And everybody in your resume, you should know whatever you're writing, you should know that what you're writing, and you should have information on it. Don't just write your resume, right? Work hard because your PI will be based on that. So work hard on your resume, everybody. Bye, everyone.
Sir,
Ah,
I
tell
have
me.
one question.
Hmm.
Sir,
Tell me.
one or two page resume is better.
That doesn't make sense.
Which one is better?
Both are better.
Sir, can you share some templates?
Template, look, I'll just wait for a while. Right, wait for a while.
सर वो पीडीएफ भी
हाँ हाँ हाँ, वो पीडीएफ मैं भेज रहा हूँ आपको। आज मैं थोड़ा फ्री था तो आज मैं भेज रहा हूँ। एक मिनट, हाँ, एक मिनट। Look, do you have computer right now with you? So in that, when you go to the like new Word file, when you go to the new Word file, right? So they will give you option like Microsoft Office online options. If you can see that over there, we can see one resume. It is there, right? And few I'm having. Look, you search on the Google also. I'll tell you that. Search on the Google resume format for freshers. You write down this much. Right now, you write down. You get many formats that you like. Write down everything. In your mobile also write down this thing. Resume format for job freshers. I'll show you one sharing of the screen. Right. Miss, every year things are getting changed, and I'm always using this latest on the internet available. Like I'll share screen and tell you. Can you see right now on screen? Everyone? I've written this one, resume format for job freshers. Hope so understood everybody. Should I share it again? Just 1 minute. Also you can see now. Right? If you click on many, like you can get many like this one, right? This written like curriculum vitae. That is also for resume another name. The format which I was sharing was this one, right? But many are there like this. Hope so understood everybody. This one is given by Microsoft, but this is for experienced person. That's why I'm quite against that. Work experience, it is not right now that you should mention. Your would be what I'm showing this one, right? This one is a good one, right? So that you make sure that. Hope so those who are asking clear that you are having all this format. Like the question asked that what is your strength? So strength already you're writing. Weakness also, if they ask question that you may write down what your weakness you are having, and frankly tell them your weakness is like. So don't mention, but you are lazy in your weakness, right? Otherwise, it would be troublesome, right? Or like to you, right? You can say that if you're not able to wake up early, right? So don't tell them, but tell them that I like to miss. It is very difficult to get up, right? Because my brain is quite engaged in the morning, right? When I'm asleep, that is the kind of things. Your weakness is like you can. I mean, if you have a problem in weakness, you tell me weakness might be many, but I can just tell you that which one you should write, which one you should not write, right? So when you build like you should tell weakness when you write your resume. You should tell your weakness. In resume, you don't write, but when they ask, then they write. When they ask that why you not written your weaknesses, they say that I presume that this is the uh, resume, right, to show my strength, right, to work with your company. Right? They ask that then why weakness is not shown. Then you said I felt that I'll come with all my right strength with your company, not with my weaknesses. That's why I not mention it. So this might be the kind of talk you can have, but don't mention in your resume your weakness. It's okay, fine. If you want to mention it. I'm not telling no, but fine if you don't mention. It's okay, right? So like your weakness, what might be that? You can say that like cricket is my weakness. You can tell like that. So they ask that suppose during the company time, suppose and you are working with your and you are having lots of pressure and then cricket match is going on, that is a final is there, what will you do? If you tell that, sir, look, I'll definitely knowing final from first, I like to clear all my things before that time, right? I won't do the whole days, means I won't go for whole day on that day, but like to go through the score. So if possible, look at the company's environment. If they allow to means see the score, I can like to see that score because it's my weakness. But sir, not at the cost of the work. Suppose any work come on that day, so I like to complete my work first. That is what, right? And many times happen that during our exam time also such kind of the matches were there, and at that time I concentrated on my exams. So it's my weakness, but not at the cost of work. Like that way you can answer that question. Never say communication or English is your weakness, right? Never write those things. Anybody else? Anything? Okay. Kush, you build your resume. So, right from that, I like to ask you a question. I'll take some personal PI, so I'll just tell you that how they are grading in the PI. I'll take only non-technical PI, right? So HR-based PI. Anyone else? Anything want to ask? Fine. So start preparing your resume today. We'll meet next time for PI. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.